Morning, let's get it. Father, we invite Holy Spirit into this session. We are Christ-like traders. We are prosperous traders. We are disciplined traders. We are patient traders. We possess self-control when we trade. We have spirit-led mindset going into this session. We are not traders that allows wins and losses to dictate our mood. We will stop trading once we hit our daily goal. Today will be a blessed day in the markets for us. We will win more than we lose. Let's get it, man. Better day in the markets today. No cap.
Recording in
Have a great
progress.
week. Enjoy. I look forward to celebrating with you all and see you on the way up.
All right, thank you, Patricia. So you all yesterday as well, Coach K gave us a prompt. And she actually was kind because usually she locks that in for VIP, but she even dropped it in the main chat. The prompt that you could use to go ahead and build your business website and brand. So I'm pretty sure that's what Patricia's talking about. So you all, again, always, if you can, if you're in that space, go ahead and because I believe you'll always learn something too as well. Thank you, Patricia. All right. Colleen. Hold on, I'm sorry. Colleen, then Renee, then Eric, then Eloise, then Sandra. Let's see if I can remember that order. Colleen, Renee, Eric, Eloise, Sandra. Y'all are on fire this morning. I'm excited to hear from you. So remember, hey, my success, and then we're gonna move to the next one. Hey, Colleen.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lakeisha. I love these gatherings. My name is Colleen, and my success for today is that I had a really good volunteer event on Friday. We partnered with the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, which is a AA minor baseball team, and also Habitat for Humanity, and we staffed an entire concession stand for them and worked the entire time. It was so hot, mid-August. I'm in Florida. It was so hot, but I had taken care of the volunteers. I had gotten somebody to come out and but chalk up every parking spot. So normally the volunteers have to walk to come to do these events, but I got them front row parking and paint and chalked out their spots. So it said really cool messages. So they felt really good. I was standing out there with pom-poms cheering them on when they came up. I had done t-shirts for each of them, and all the t-shirts were the same sponsored or paid for by the sponsors, but then I had put on the desk each volunteer their business name on their sleeve. Yeah, so they really loved it, and the feedback that I got so many people that said I work a ton of volunteer events and I've never been treated this way as a volunteer. So it was a huge amount of work to do something like that, but it was so cool to see it come together and to see us raise money for Habitat, build awareness for our organization, and also help support a local sports event as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Colleen. Wow, that's very servant minded right there, you all. She just gave us a strategy that we can use, like making our volunteers feel helpful. I love that idea of letting them have their brand on a t-shirt. You may not be able to afford a t-shirt, but maybe even a lanyard or something like that, where because they're volunteering, then we also give back to them. All right, Renee, come on up. And being support, you'll go ahead and say so you can give this person insight. All right, Renee, go ahead, take it away.
Good morning, I'm Renee Elder, and I have a nonprofit. My biggest win for this week was I applied for 2 grants where I had to do the video, and I struggled. It took me 3 hours to complete the video. For the entry, it took me 5 minutes to complete the application, and that much time to do the video. So I did it, and I was so proud of myself.
We are proud of you too.
So, and I just want to tell Coach K thank you, because even being on camera, like really, like, is a big thing for me. So I'm showing up more when I can, and I'm learning more. Even though I've had my nonprofit for so many years, I've never had videos, right? And so I even thought about doing the challenge in the business of it. So I want to try it, but I'm just so afraid of being on camera. It's like I can't talk. And I think my biggest role was because I didn't get the grant. I've been applying, and I didn't get it. Not from Coach K, but another grant. It's a bigger grant because, you know, half a nonprofit have to go for the big money at times. So I'm just gonna keep going and keep going, and I get it. I'm not gonna give up. And my second win is I'm learning how to navigate, school. Because I really, I'm like, okay, I know I'm supposed to be in a class somewhere, or I'm supposed to be completing the classes, so I'm trying more to understand and navigate the school community.
All right, thank you, Renee. So y'all, a couple things I want to point out with the school community. Don't forget Coach K does a new members orientation. Even if you're not new, if you jump into that new members orientation, they go over the different, the hot spots is what I like to say, the ways that you should use the community. One of the things I say is always go to the classroom. After you go to the classroom, I would make sure to go through, the replays. That's where you're learning a lot of information as well. All right, you all, I'm gonna challenge us. I have about 4 more hands. I'm gonna see, I know we can. We're gonna get through our 4 hands, so this is what I need. My name is, I can say your name, my success, or my challenge. All right, Eloise, take it away.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Eloise Scott White, and I actually live in North Carolina. So I don't know if I have anyone in this area in North Carolina, but I am new. I'm excited, but I don't know how to maneuver well. That's my challenge. I really have a trouble trying to figure out what I supposed to do. And even about trying to introduce this through AI setup. So the whole works there, because I'm not that great.
Okay, okay, so this is what I'm gonna say, you all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get through the rest of my people. I'm gonna hang on probably about 2 or 3 minutes after. I'm not gonna hang on too long, because support, I wanna be respectful of their time. But I'll do a quick tutorial of school, because it's the second person that said that, and I'll give some quick things that you can look for. Thank you for being on. All right, Sandra, go ahead and take it away.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. I had put it on the chat before. But one, win that I would like to discuss, I've been on the journey for getting my first 100 paying customers for my app. And I've been sharing my accountability. And I'm excited. I'm on day 7, and that's pretty good. And even actually raising my hands to actually talk, that's a win too, because I don't usually do that. I kind of just sit back and listen to other people have to say. So I'm going through that process of trying to obtain the first 100 customers. That's raising my confidence, because I'm going into unfamiliar territory. So
That is, Sandra, that's incredible, and one of the, you're leaving us school, right? One of the things I remember Stephen says is that sometimes we don't document the process, and people want to see where we were, right? Before they see how we got there, so that is, you are definitely encouraging us to just share, be honest, be transparent, be vulnerable. So thank you for taking that time. Another thing that Michael Tucker said is like when you write it out, that becomes a sense of accountability. So thank you for being the model. Y'all show Sandra and all my other friends some love and intent. All right, Ariel, take it away.
Hello, my name is Aaron Robinson. My business is called Elite Fitness Solutions, LLC. I help busy professionals and entrepreneurs over 40 lose weight without drugs, without having to live in the gym, and without having to starve themselves. But my biggest challenge has been just like getting active and staying active consistently in the community. Has been like my biggest challenge. Probably because I've been focused on doing my business. But that's been my biggest challenge. And just really quickly, some of my takeaways from Sony yesterday that I can give state and local agencies where I can get grants from, state and local. But I can get AI to give me a list, 10 local grants. that when I'm applying for a grant, the first word should never be I. I should begin with, yeah, that I should begin with, data and statistics to back up what I do in my business.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
The voice yesterday, yeah.
Thank you, Eric, for sharing that. I love that you reminded us, and Coach K usually does have a framework real, like, if businesses wanna know, how are you giving back? And it's not always about you just reminded us of that. And Eric, I would say, continue to pace yourself. I mean, the community is there. That's the beauty of it being there 24/7. So you log in when you can and at the pace that you can. Shout out for doing something for people over board. Yes. I read an article not too long ago, and it really, I won't say it was about me. It was really about women, but it says women don't really get their prime of their career until like right? So we need fitness to be a wellness and something. Y'all know Eric from Love and Chat. We have ideas on how to take it. All right, let's talk about Keisha, Janae, and Houston. All right, Keisha, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Keisha from New York. I have a swimwear brand, and I would say my biggest takeaway, very similar to Eric. Just really thinking about how it is that you have to strategize in order to get brands, and also going back to what Coach K said in the summit in regards to like not starting your brand out like, you know, when you're in your proposal with So interesting story. I completed 4 grants, but I need to do 2 videos before the deadline. And in my video, just like the other young lady was saying, I am such a shy person, it's ridiculous. So in my head, I have to like be the Beyonce that goes into the Sasha mode and literally be on camera to do that. And as I was practicing, not that I said but I kept saying we as in my company. So because I did this something yesterday, I was like, I'm just gonna go back and kind of frame what I put out there and add the data first, and then go into why I thought I needed that. So that was a real success story for me.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, challenges. I would say my biggest challenge is trying to manage my time. Just trying to similar to what Eric said, you know, being full time and having a business and showing up. Yeah, and dedicating your time, because I realized that sometimes even on Zoom, you have to be present and be on audio and trying to do, 10 other things at the same time. And I realized classes, you gotta be present because she be dropping some.
And she reminded her,
like, I need to take some picture. Watch these issues or jumping on the messages call. Yeah. So.
Yeah, she told us, she said it's gonna be easy for us to get distracted, right? She said people are gonna call us, you're gonna be watching TV, but you have to lock in, and you're like, have to lock in, or you will be confused. All right, I think Houston, Janae, last one. Let's try to, my name is Success Challenge, so I can honor time. All right. Janae, take it away. Or Janae.
Okay, it's Janai, yeah. Hi, my name is Janai. What I got yesterday, from the summit was, within the grants, I know that she said to use the statistics and to use AI. It's how to use AI properly, because I did use AI for some of my grants. And what I noticed is, being honest, I did do a lot of cut paste. So it didn't really sound like it was me authentically. So what I got from it is I need to teach AI more about myself and get in there and have AI and myself go about doing the grants more. So I did learn a lot about how to really have AI learn more about who I am, what my business represents. So when I am applying for the grants, it sounds like it's more authentically me than it's just AI saying everything. So I'm gonna go back and go on to and learn how to do, I think I have to tell it. There's a prompt, I'm not sure, because there's so many different prompts, but there's a prompt on how I actually have to go about getting it to learn who I am, my business, the impact, the problem, and then from there, I'm gonna go back and redo the legacy grant because I was a little down that I didn't, because I've applied for almost 10 grants in the month of July, and I know this is the month of follow-up. So if I don't get it, I know that it's because I didn't do it correctly, and so I'm gonna go and retry.
Thank you for staying close. You all, a lot of folks are saying we haven't received grants yet. Yet. I love that positive mindset. And you all, we know grants are one
I did.
source.
I did receive a grant within the 2 weeks of being on here. I'm just.
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
And I didn't think my video was good because I hear everyone talking about the video. I just did an authentic video. I was thinking the whole time, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get it. She called my name and I was like, oh my.
Look at that win within 2 weeks. That's incredible. Thank you to that for sharing. Houston last to this line. Houston,
I'm sorry, I think you was on.
that's all right.
But I'm, my win is after trying to last year, get a credit card with Chase, I finally got approved for 10,000 with a 0 interest for a year.
Ooh, 0 interest.
Yeah.
That's what's up right there. That is awesome. That is huge. So quick thing. Thank you, E. Houston, for sharing that. I do want to circle back to a couple things people said while it's on my mind. Someone kept saying, one of my first callers wrote DTF, that she used that to run her product screenshot. Someone else said they love DTF. If you will quickly tell us what DTF is, that would be helpful. Another thing, my young lady who just won the grant, remember, whenever you have a need, we would like you to go into the school community, say your name here, you'll type, I won this 7-figure grant. Then at the bottom, you'll hit the word win, so Coach Pan or T will know that that is a win, something that's happening for you in the community. I am gonna do this really quickly because I said I would. I am going to go into school. So one thing I want to share before I tell us about the grant. Right here, it tells us the things that's happening in one of the things that helps me keep this to me is I go to my bell. You probably heard this before, but this is my best friend. I know I can't look at this remote. So what I'll do is I go down and I say, ooh, I want to know all of them, all of this. So I would just click on that. Or this says something about fund your business as well. I'll just click on that and it'll take me exactly where in terms of pacing myself and where do I start on the community, right here, you always go through the classroom. I would go succinctly if you're brand new. You're brand new, I would start here at the first module and continue on. If you've been in the game a little bit and you already have set up your business or you've already built credit, then find the module that most applies to you and go ahead and do that module. Where you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of bang for your buck is making sure tap in to these replay calls from last year, this year, and under tools and resources. You are anywhere you start, you're making leverage. One of the things we always ask you to do at the end of the at the end of every call, she likes you to come in and write your recap. So this morning you would say accountability call recap. Then you would talk about something you heard, a strategy, or something you're gonna commit. Right here, you're gonna say main chat. However, if you're someone who wants something and look, they updated this is what they hear like weeks ago. Now they have a section that says grant in, so if you want a grant, put that there. Or if it's something that just happened cool in your life, in your business, you can just put that under. All right, you all, so that was a quick tutorial. I will also encourage you, even if you've been through new members, go back through new members orientation to learn something as well. All right, you all, as we close out, this is our challenge for the next 48 hours. Think about one thing that happened over the last month that was a success. Ask yourself, why was that success? Then commit to doing something within the next 48 hours that will complete that same action. Check out the strategy spark, to give you step by step directions on how to do that. Don't forget, we're in day 2 of Hunter Hit. Y'all, please, Dr. Jim. Make sure you log in. That's at 11 today, so it's almost here. Also, tonight, we have our Wednesday wisdom speaker, Tiffany. She's I think she calls herself the AI princess. The princess, she's gonna be talking about this app called Victor. In the chat, support's gonna drop that link in, because you have to go ahead and, download the app so you can come in ready to go. I'm gonna pause just for a second, support team, anything else, Coach K's team, before we close us out? No, we don't have anything else.